I sat in my car for what felt like an eternity, staring at the dashboard, my mind completely blank. My wife, my best friend, was inside that restaurant with another man, kissing him like I never existed. A million thoughts raced through my head. Should I go back in there and call her out in front of everyone? Should I take a picture, collect proof? Should I wait for her to come home and pretend I knew nothing, just to see how deep she'd dig her own grave? I didn't do any of those things. I drove home, not because I was weak, not because I wanted to avoid conflict. I drove home because I wanted to see just how much she would lie to me. And oh, she did. It was almost midnight when Lisa finally walked through the door. She didn't even look surprised that I was still up. If anything, she barely acknowledged me, like I was just another piece of furniture in the house. I forced myself to act normal. "Hey," I said, keeping my voice steady. "How was work?" She dropped her purse on the counter, stretched like she was exhausted, and sighed. "Ugh, so long, I just want to shower and crash." I stared at her. "So long, I just want to shower and crash." Just casual words, but every single syllable made my blood boil. She was lying to my face. I tested her. "Did anything interesting happen?" Lisa groaned. "Not really, just the usual nonsense. I swear if I have to sit through one more pointless meeting." That's when I knew. She didn't feel guilty at all. Not a flicker of hesitation, no nervous fidgeting. She was lying so effortlessly, so naturally, like she had done it 100 times before. I should have lost it right then and there. I should have told her I saw everything, but instead I played along. "Oh yeah?" I leaned back, pretending to be indifferent. "Where was the meeting again?" She grabbed a water bottle from the fridge. "At the office, obviously." My heart pounded. She didn't even flinch. She took a sip of water, and that's when I saw it. Her lipstick was smudged. Not the kind of smudge that happens from drinking or eating. The kind that happens when someone kisses you. I almost laughed. She hadn't even bothered to check. At that point, I was done playing nice. "Lisa." My voice was calm, too calm. She finally looked up at me. "What?" I took a deep breath. "I know you weren't at work." For the first time, something shifted in her expression. It was quick, just a split second, but I caught it, a flicker of panic. But just as fast as it appeared, she buried it under a mask of annoyance. "What are you talking about?" she scoffed, rolling her eyes. I stood up, staring right at her. "I know you weren't at work," I repeated. "I know exactly where you were." She hesitated. Then, she laughed. Actually laughed. "Jesus, are you seriously doing this? Are we really going to have the jealous husband conversation right now?" I clenched my jaw. "Lisa." I went to the restaurant. Her face paled. For the first time, she was speechless. I saw her mind racing, scrambling for an excuse. She opened her mouth, then closed it again. I crossed my arms. "Go ahead, tell me another lie." Lisa swallowed. It's not what you think." I almost admired her dedication. She had just been caught red-handed and she still couldn't admit it. "Really?" I challenged. "Because it looked a hell of a lot like you on a date. And it sure as hell looked like you kissing another man." Her lips parted slightly, her eyes darted around like she was looking for an escape route. Then, just like that, she snapped. "Oh my God, are you even hearing yourself?" she shouted. "You're acting like some psycho stalker, following me around, checking up on me? That's not normal, you know." I almost let her get to me. I almost doubted myself for a second. But then, I remembered, I wasn't the one lying. I shook my head. "I can't believe this," I muttered. "You're actually trying to turn this around on me." Lisa groaned, rubbing her temples like I was the one giving her a headache. "Fine. You want to know the truth? You've been so distant lately, okay? You don't make me feel wanted anymore. I needed someone to talk to. That's all it was." I let out a dry laugh. "You don't make someone feel wanted by kissing them." She sighed dramatically, like she was exhausted from all my accusations. "It was a mistake. It just happened. It didn't mean anything. Didn't mean anything. Just a mistake. Like our marriage was just some inconvenience she had accidentally tripped over." I exhaled slowly, letting her words sink in. I had spent months doubting myself, wondering if I was crazy. And now that I finally had the truth, I felt numb. This wasn't the woman I married. I looked her in the eye, my voice steady. "We're done." Lisa's face twisted in shock. "Wait, what? You're seriously—" I turned away, walking toward the bedroom. You can sleep on the couch tonight." And with that, I shut the door behind me. For the first time in months, I felt like I had control again.